All right, and we are live. Hi, Heather.
Hi, how's it going?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I am so excited to have you on. I got to have you on once before. This is our second time doing a live. Today, we're going to have a little bit different topic than we did before, which I'm excited. I'm super excited for this. But this is my friend Heather. I met Heather in September at the Sundance, Rob Sperry's Mastermind in Sundance, Utah. And that was such an awesome experience for so many different reasons. I got to go to Utah, and I'd never been to Utah before. I got to hang out in this cabin in the woods, which was really just a huge mansion. I don't know, like whatever. Yeah, exactly. And but the best part of it was the mastermind itself and meeting such amazing humans like Heather. And there's, you know how when you meet somebody and they just, your energies just connect and you just know you're going to be friends. That was kind of how I felt about you right from the very, very beginning. So it's been awesome to continue to have that friendship and stuff like that too. So I was just telling Heather that I moved my office. So thank God for this green screen behind me, because behind me is a disaster, but we're going to pretend that it's not there. That's the beauty of the technology, right? So,
it looks good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I want everyone to learn a little bit more about you. I put this up here because you have this on your Facebook page under your header, right? So I think this probably kind of sums you up a little bit.
Yeah.
I added one thing because I think it's important. But why don't you tell us a little bit about Heather, and just start with there, and then we'll get into a little bit more of the details.
Sure. So I have been with my husband for 7 years next month. We're actually going to celebrate our 5-year wedding anniversary in April. I want to renew our vows and have our dogs and our daughter in it.
I should have had pictures of the dogs to pop up because they're beautiful. Oh my God, I love your dogs.
So we're going to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. I am always like, go, go, go. I always, how do I say this? I'm always going after something, a goal, whether it be financial, physical, career-wise, anything. And let's see, I don't know. I chase my dogs around a lot when I'm at home, but currently I am traveling with respiratory therapy, and I am in Tucson, Arizona. And this is an Airbnb that I rented out for a couple months. It's on a golf course. It's super nice. I tried to face the camera so you guys could see the mountains, but the light was drowning everything out, so you couldn't see it. But so I'm busy and I travel, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So dog mom, we covered that. Wife, we covered that. Bonus mom.
Yep. We have a very special 11-year-old. If anyone follows my page, you guys know she is battling brain cancer for the second time. First time was when she was 7. We've known that this could come back up, but you never want to hear that, of course. But we're hopeful that the chemo will stabilize the growth, and her biological mom and my husband are keeping everything as under control as possible. And with COVID restrictions, I wouldn't even be allowed at the hospital, even if I was in town. So just support.
Well, we're sending her lots of love and light and healing energy, because we think the best for her. I know that's a tough thing, whatever, but to me, the fact that you and your husband are doing all the things you're doing, despite that craziness going on in your life, and being able to still be there for her, it speaks volumes for sure. So
she's got a good support system. She's got 4 parents, lots of grandparents, lots of dog siblings, and she's got a little brother. So she's got a lot of love.
That's awesome. So business owner, what's that all about?
I have been doing direct sales for 2.5 years now, almost 3 years. And it actually started, it's nail polish, by the way. Sorry, I got to get used to this camera. Dry nail polish. It's an at-home manicure you can do in 10 minutes. It comes off with nail polish remover. It is okay to wear it in hospitals because you're not supposed to have fake nails. So you can have real nail polish and stay within compliance. But these last, 10 to 14 days, I have hacks that can help you make them last longer. But I signed up with this company like simply for a discount. And then everyone just wanted the nails. So I was like, there's actually some money in this product. So, so now I've been growing my business for 2.5 years, and I'm in the top 1% of the company, which is crazy.
That's impressive.
Now I'm supposed to note that obviously being in the 1% is not the normal. But if you're willing to get out there, do the work, and push past those no's, and maybe things that didn't go right, keep on trucking. You can be in the 1% too. So it has allowed me to do all kinds of things, such as travel with respiratory, and vacation with my husband, and all kinds of things. So
for sure.
So I own that business. And then I recently started charging for my mindset coaching. I've been on a personal development journey for 3.5 years, and I just feel like I have so much information to share with others. And when you invest your money in something, you're more likely to actually put effort into it and do it.
100%.
Because I have a free group. But I know the people who paid for my program last month are doing the work. They've done the work. I've had some clients have amazing results, and it's just awesome. So
I love it. I love it. Yeah. That was some of the stuff. That was one of our first conversations with a lot of that stuff, and sharing your story with me on that. And was so impressed. And so the conversations we've had have just been amazing. So we'll go quickly through this. What's Enneagram 8? What's that all about?
An Enneagram 8. So if you haven't taken the Enneagram, definitely do the Enneagram test. You can find free ones, but it's numbers 1 through 9, and it's like an ancient personality typing test. No one really knows who created it, but it is spot on. And if you dig deep into it, you learn your number, and then you can learn your strengths and weaknesses. Every number has them. There's not one number that's better than the other. We're all good at some stuff, and we have our weak spots. And the Enneagram really helps you to become who God has created you to be. The 8 is known as the challenger. You're kind of stubborn. Anger is our go-to emotion. So if we're not healthy with our minds and our hearts, anger comes out. But when we work on ourselves and we feel secure and happy and filled with joy, then we take on the traits of a 2, which is the helper, the giver. We want to help people. We want to give. We want to, just be, good, healthy individuals. So it's very, very cool. I highly recommend looking into it.
I love that. I love any of those personality things like that. I mean, I think this is a very in-depth one, and I think it's great. But I think it's also super important to point out that you learn how to become better, right? Not to give you an excuse to just be the person you were tested to be, right? I think that's so important. Like the anger, like just because that's the go-to doesn't mean that that's what the go-to needs to be or should be, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Awesome. Very good. Well, for everyone that's watching, if you could just comment down in the comments where you're watching from, let us know your city and state. And let us know if you're watching the live or watching the replay. That would be awesome. Well, so when we met, obviously you know that I'm a Thrive promoter, and that I was talking about Thrive a little bit. And we don't really talk about our businesses directly a lot at our masterminds, whatever, but it's not a secret either, and we know that. So what was it about the Thrive products that interests you, that you thought you wanted to give it a try? What was kind of the first initial interest peak when you decided to try to give it a try?
Well, I noticed, Clyde, that you were like the only one, and Steve, that were not downing coffee, that didn't do the lattes and the espresso, and weren't running to the kitchen for more caffeine. Because when you sit through 8-10 hours of content, I mean, you got to be awake and alert, because you've invested money in this. And I was like, how is this guy staying like awake and alert and focused? And he is not having any coffee or diet sodas or anything.
Right.
But I did notice you kept your water bottle with you, and occasionally you would have this like pink drink. Yeah. And so that's when I started asking you questions, because I'm like, okay, there's something here. So that was my initial like interest. But I had been dragging with energy and definitely consuming way too much coffee, way too much Diet Coke, way too much espresso, and sometimes energy drinks. And even at 500 milligrams, I
Look at Steve, there he is.
I still wasn't alert. I was still kind of foggy. So I always needed more and more and more. And I noticed that you didn't. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that led you to get a hold of me, after we got done, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, answered your questions about how it works. And then you decided to place your first order.
Yep. And I did the 4-week 3-step program. I liked that it included everything you need, all your vitamins, the natural caffeine. And it was a real simple process. 2 capsules right when you wake up. And then 20 minutes later, drink your shake, which also has like some protein and some fiber. And then during that time, you put on your patch or the DFT. Is that what it's called? So real simple. And then the rest of the day, I didn't have to worry about taking multivitamins or taking this, that. And then a few months in, I think I got the Activate, which is when I need an extra boost, like working night shift.
That's the pink drink.
That's the pink drink. And I love it. So yeah, it working nights was hard, but like to get myself out of bed, I would just say in my head, like, Heather, once you take those capsules, you're going to feel great. So just get up on out of bed.
It's so true, isn't it? It's just so true. It's like some people call those capsules their jumper cables in the morning. You know what I mean? Because it just gets you going. It's crazy. It really is. And I think it's one of those things that it's hard to believe when somebody just tells you about it beforehand. I mean, you're like, okay, you obviously knew there was something to it, right? But it's hard to believe until it's starting to get dark there, isn't it?
I know. Let me turn on a light.
Okay, no problem. The sun's going down. So yeah, there we go. That's awesome.
That's much better.
There we go. The sun's going down there, right?
Yeah, I was trying to I love natural light.
Yeah, so. Of course. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I feel like it's just something you have to try. I tell the people this all the time, whatever. I can explain it to you till I'm blue in the face, but until you actually try it, then you'll understand what this is all about. So you got your you got your kit, you got your 1 month supply, your 3 simple steps, and you got started. So what was some of the things that you started noticing first, like in your day 1, 3, 10 kind of idea?
So you had me do a slow start. So instead of doing the 2 capsules and the shake and the patch, you had me break it down so I could slowly ramp up to the 3 steps. And in the first couple of days, I was like, holy smokes. Like, I was just getting this burst of energy and clarity. And I was like, if this does this much, I can't even imagine doing the full 3-step thing. So yeah, at 10 days, I had stopped all like other caffeine. And that whole time I, wasn't drinking my Diet Cokes. I wasn't drinking the lattes. And so I had a headache the first couple of days, I remember. And I think it was honestly just from like a caffeine withdrawal. So after the first couple of days though, the headache went away and it was great.
Awesome. Yeah.
I can't even remember day 10, but I've continued to because I love it.
Yeah. Right. That's awesome. Yeah. And sometimes a lot of it is hydration. Hydration's so important for everyone always, but especially when you're taking supplements and stuff, because it will help to do that. So that's good. So obviously it's continuing to work for you because you've continued to use it. So
yeah, I've had a couple of weeks where I got real sick like a week or so ago and wasn't keeping anything down. So the last week and a half or so, I've kind of been off track. I tell my husband, like, I'm off the fiend or I'm back on the fiend. Anyway, caffeine.
I love it. Yeah.
So anyway, I was kind of bad this past week, but I know as soon as I stop all that and just stick to my 3 steps, like it's going to be amazing.
Get back into it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know when I haven't, there's been a couple times where I haven't taken it for a day or so, whatever, and like I miss it so much. Like I'm never letting that happen again. You know what I mean? That's why the auto ship. Some people get scared about an auto ship, But the beauty about our auto ship, like literally, you just if you want to change it, cancel it, skip it, whatever you want to do, you can just log in and do it very, very simply. I know some companies out there, you have to send them your firstborn before you can get your auto ship canceled, But it's super simple. But the beauty of that is that you're not going to run out because really, trust me, once you get started, you don't want to run out. Yeah. I know you had to deal with that a little bit with moving around and traveling a little bit, right? Yeah. So That's awesome. That's awesome. So some people would feel like they can't afford it. So we always try to break it down to $5 a day is what it costs. What would you say to somebody that said that they can't afford this product?
Yeah, you're probably spending $5 a day just on caffeine. That's not even one latte.
Right.
Or the 2 cans of energy drinks I see people drinking, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I know it's, no one likes to like put a chunk of money into something, but I think with taxes and everything, mine comes out to about like $180 a month, and it is 100% worth it. 100.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. And the other option is you can Thrive for free. So if you refer just 2 customers to your promoter, so me, whoever that's going to be, whatever, then the next month they're going to give you credit so you can Thrive for free. And I know we've done that a couple times with you. We're working on getting some people that have tried that. But that's an awesome program. Like literally, I haven't paid for my own personal product since the very first month that I started. So that's another option that people. And you don't have to be a promoter to do that. You don't have to sell anything. It's basically a customer referral program. So that's super super cool. We love that. So awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about if somebody wants to get a hold of you about your mindset coaching or about your Color Street business to get some fancy Valentine's nails. Of course, it might be a little too late for that, right? But let us know, like, where can they get a hold of you? And I can even try to see if I can put it in the comments here.
Yeah, and I can drop the links as well.
Yeah,
so my
that's good.
group is very simple. It's Mindset and More with Heather Metzger-Bloss. And then my Color Street VIP group, where I'm allowed to do like whatever I want. So that means sales, free shipping sometimes. We're not allowed to do those things on our personal Facebook page. But in our private VIP groups, we can do whatever. So I definitely recommend getting in there. It's Nails 4 Days with Heather VIP. And like I said, I can drop the links to both groups.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that for sure. For sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. It has been so much fun. And as always, and yeah, if anybody has any questions for Heather, wants to get a hold of her, definitely she'll drop those links and you can get a hold of her that way. And I love that you're thriving, and I love that you can share your Thrive story with everyone.
Yes, thank you so much, Clyde. I'm so glad we sat next to each other in Utah.
I know, right? It was a great experience. I can't wait to go back, actually. But I kind of am glad I didn't go in the winter one. Gotta wait for summer. I think.
Yeah.
I know, right?
The next one is actually on my 5-year wedding anniversary date.
Oh, that's right.
So I won't make it to that one, but yeah, I do hope to go to another one. It's just an amazing experience for anyone in network marketing. And if you're interested in that, let us know, because we can get you to Rob's group.
Yeah, for sure. Very good. All right. It was great talking to you, and we will talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Heather. Have a good night.
Yeah.